So we'll start with the Python. Okay, who founded the Python? As I mentioned, is the person who founded the Python. Okay, so what is the thought process he have to create this programming language? He have the thought process. It should be very easy and user friendly. Okay, the language should not be so complex to understand by the human, so that he created this language in a user friendly way. Okay, anybody can easily understand. Okay, so whenever I'm typing anything in this hashtag, I already mentioned this is just for the commenting purpose. Okay, this is not the code at all. This is for the commenting purpose. Even you can type this in the shell mode, script mode, or in a notebook mode. Okay, any format, any script format you can type. But when you are mentioning hashtag in front of this, it will consider as a not a code. It's a comment. It's a single line comment. It's a single line comment. So in other language, we have multi-line command also. But in Python, we have only single line command. Means in one line, we can write a command. If you want multi-line command, there is one option to do, that is with the triple quotes. You can write the multi-line command here. Okay. Like just I'm going to give hello Python is multi-line command. So like this, if I'm giving, this is also command. Okay. So we used to call this as string. What is string? Can anybody tell what is string? Have you heard about the word string?
Something maybe which is text.
Correct. So something, if we
It's a
are
data
saying
type.
it, yes. So it's a data type. It's a kind of a text data type. It's a kind of a text data type. That is what we are calling here as a string. Okay. So moving on to the concept we are going to cover today, we are going to see the variables. What is variables? What is data types? What is input output operation, right? So this is the thing we are going to cover today. So now, what is variable? Variable we can say as a placeholder. Okay. Now we are seeing in this Google Meet. So here I could see Muhammad Wasi, Usha, and I could see Siddharth. I could see SkillzRevo solution, Sneha Sujit. So all these are a variable for me. All these are a variable for me. Under which order they are placed, I can say that is a value for them. For example, Puja is coming top. Maybe our value is 1. So Rupesh is coming second. His value is 2. Sajit is coming as 3. So his value is 3. So when I'm giving an identifier, the value, that is nothing but variable and literal. I can say A is a variable, or I can say Puja is a variable. She is in top order. So I'm mentioning the value 1. So this 1 is nothing but the literal. Puja is a variable. So whenever we are writing any program, we will be using a many variables for identification. Why? In future, if suppose I want to use Puja with some other number, okay, for the calculation, I can use that Puja. I don't want to assign the value again and again for Puja. If I am assigning only one time, it is enough for me to reuse at any time, multiple times in future. Is it clear why we are using a variable?
Yes.
Everybody? Okay. So if suppose you are giving only 1 year without assigning to the variable, so next time if you want to use the variable value 1, you have to create again 1. Every time you have to create the value 1 again and again. But if you are declaring it to the any variable, it is easy for us to reuse in anywhere. Okay. So you can create the variable with some rules. What is the rules? Rules for variable creation. Okay, for anything in program, we have several rules. For creating a variables, the variable should not be start with number. The variable should not be start with numbers. If suppose I'm going to write 1a equal to 1. So this is a wrong way to declare a variable. You can see some red line is coming here, right? Which means it's a wrong way to create a variable. It is a wrong way. If I run this, I will get an error. You can see that is a syntax error. Okay, but we can able to create a1. We can able to create a1. This is correct, because as I mentioned here, variable should not be start with the number, but the number can come at anywhere, at end or in middle. Okay, so suppose I'm giving my name, okay, Usha underscore 1 Nandini. This is my name. Okay. So this is my variable. So this is a correct way to declare a variable. If we are using number value in first, so that is a wrong way. Okay, that is one rule. I hope this rule is clear for you. The another rule is you should not use special characters. What are the special characters? You should not use question mark or hyphen or this kind of star symbol or ampersand symbol. These kind of symbols or characters you should not use while creating a variable. You should not start with the number. You should not create the variable with this special characters. Okay, if suppose I'm creating the variable with this special character, even it may be in a first or it may be in the middle, so it will create a error for us. I should not create a variable like this. You can see there is a red line, which means this is not a proper declaration of a variable, so it is raising an error for us. We know why it is raising, because of this special character. Right now it is not throwing any error. If suppose you want to create variable with a two name, you want to create a space, right? For that, like for example, my name is a two name, first name and the second name. I cannot able to create my name as a variable by leaving some space. That is the third rule. Rule number one is variable should not start with number. Rule number two is variable should not use special character. Rule number three is variable should not allow the space. Variable should not allow the space. Should not created by allowing space. If we are creating that, it will also throw the error. If I am leaving my space, my name, my variable name as a within the space I'm creating, it will throw me the error. Instead of that, we can use an underscore in between the two names. So now, although we are creating a underscore, it will not create any problem. Instead of space, we can use underscore. That will not create any issue. I hope it is clear, right? The rules.
Yes.
Yes. So follow this rule while creating the variable. What is the use of variable? We can use that variable in future purpose. It's kind of a placeholder for any value we are assigning to that variable. It's kind of a identifier. Okay. So if I want to identify some person, I want to know the name of the person, right? So that is where variable is also used in the Python program. Okay, got it, everybody?
Ma'am, except the three rules you explained, did I miss something else?
Yeah. So we have another rule that is like keyword should not be allowed.
Okay.
Okay. What is the keywords? You will be getting confused if I say keywords now, so that I waited for some moment. Okay. Keywords not allowed to create as a variable. What is a keyword means? We will be seeing some Python built-in function, like we have seen pip, right? Pip command, Jupyter command. You remember these things we have seen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So these kind of commands which we are using it for the keyword purpose. Okay, it is already defined for particular specific task. This pip is used only for installing the packages in Python. Used to install package in the Python. So this should not be used for creating a variable. If you are using this to be creating a variable, that will raise an error. And one more type of data type. If suppose I'm saying there is a type integer data type. Okay, if I'm using integer, this is one more keyword. I should not use this word as a variable. If I'm using this word as a variable, it will also raise me an error. Okay, so there is few type of keywords that we will be seeing in the future sessions. So you comes to know what is keyword, what is not a keyword, everything. So that you should not use that particular keywords for the variable definition. Okay, so we should not create any pre-built name as a variable. Any pre-built name used for specific task in a Python program, that we could not use it for the variables. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I could hear only one voice. Others, do you have
Yes.
any?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's clear. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Thanks.
ma'am.
Thank you so much. Now, so what and all we can do with the variables? As I mentioned, we can assign a value to it. We can also assign an expression to it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I can assign some operation, some expression, like 1 plus 3. I can assign for variable Usha. So now this will be act like a addition operation. Okay, so my output will be, so here I didn't commented this line, so it is throwing an error. So I can command this line. What is mean by command? It will not execute, it will just used for the reference purpose. Command is nothing but used for reference purpose. It will not be executed in the output. Now if I run this, what is the output I will get? I'm getting output 4, right? Because I'm using 1 plus 3. So that was stored inside the variable Usha. When I run this, it was executing as output 4. Everybody clear on this?
Yes.
Yes. Now we will move on to the data types. Okay, variable is what we have seen right now is completed. We will let us move on to the data types. I can make this cell separately.
Ma'am, do we need to use a hashtag symbol before the comment every time?
Yes, you need to use this. But suppose, for example, okay, if I don't want this should be a comment, okay, simply I can use control forward slash in my machine. Now it was uncommented. If I want to comment all this, I can just select control forward slash. It will be getting commented.
So if we
Instead
have
of
no
putting,
hashtag, so will it give an error to us?
yeah, it will create an error because
Okay,
that is not required, right? That is not a code at all. That is just for the reference. We are typing in notes.
all right.
Okay, so in this way, we can also, let me just move it here. Okay. So
Ma'am,
here,
when I start the variable with a special character, it is not showing me any error.
oh, great. Which special character you used?
I don't know, maybe I made a mistake. I used and.
And symbol.
Yeah.
So let me use, see, it was throwing me error. So magical. Some
No,
magic you
ma'am,
have
I
did.
think I'm making a mistake.
Okay. Maybe some magic you
I'm
did. You can just give us that magic keyword to us. It's
I
fine.
don't know. Something happened, but it did not show me any error.
Okay. Yeah, interesting, but we will see that later. Okay. You just save that part. Okay. We will see that
Okay,
later.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes. So you can also explore, guys. Like Pooja is saying something. Like you can also explore. When I am teaching you, if you are doing it by following, you will be getting something interesting things. Okay. So now after the variables, we are going to focus on our data types. Okay. So data types is something like we have mentioned already: text type, number type, or a sequence type, or a collections type. There's a different types of data are available, right? So we have already know about the numbers. Okay, so we can say numbers, strings is nothing but the text type. Okay, there is the type called sequence. Okay, there is a type called boolean, there is a type called collections. Okay, so these are the different data types available in Python program. Okay, if you take numbers, when we are saying a numbers, okay, when we are saying a numbers, there is three different types of number data types. Okay, there is three different types of number data types. When I say numbers, there is three different types in Python. One is integer, another one is a float, another one is a complex. Okay, so what does integer? So integer is what we have seen earlier, 1 plus 3. These are the integer. Okay, so if I am putting a equal to 1, so this is an integer. Okay, so how can I say this is an integer? How can I confirm this? By giving a type function, and inside the type function, I can put the variable a. Now I can check whether it is an integer data type or not. Now you can see it is an integer data type. Okay, this is the pre-built function in Python to check whether our type of data is integer or a float or a numbers or a string. Any type we can check with the help of this function type. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. So
But
even
can we pass more than one variable in the type?
No, not
Oh,
actually. Only one variable we can pass and we can check if that data type of that variable. If you want to pass it
okay.
another variable, you have to write it another one more time.
Another type. Okay.
Okay, so now I am going to create a float type. You can see this is a float type. I can also ask, sorry. So the float is nothing but having a decimal point. Okay, float is nothing but having a decimal point. Now you can see when I check the type, it is showing the float type. Okay, so if I am creating this variable as complex, I can give it something like this. That is having a real number and imaginary number. You can see this is a complex data type. 1 is a real number, 3j is a imaginary number. So in mathematics, we have studied, right, the algebra concepts. There we used to learn what is a real, what is imaginary value, what is vector data, vector, and what is scalar value. For that, we used to do some mathematical formula calculations, right? So to do that only in Python also, they have given complex number as a data type. Okay, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, there is one question you can ask me. Okay, there is one question you can ask me. Ma'am, I have declared the variable as number 1. It is type integer. Can I able to convert the type to float? Is it possible? Yeah, we can do it. How we can do it? Now, I'm going to do float of A. Okay, float of A. Then I'm going to store this in the new variable A1. Okay, new variable A1. If I am checking the type now, A1, what is the output will be? It is going to be float, right? Are you able to understand? This is nothing but typecasting or type converting. This is nothing but typecasting. So we are converting the data type from integer to the float variable. Are you
Ma'am, I
able
have
to?
a question here. So the place, I mean, at A1, you gave the value A1 overall to that comment,
Yes.
and float we are converting. So there are
Yes.
two actions performed in this comment.
Yes. For example, we can proceed this in the different cell also. Okay. This is giving an integer. Okay. I want to add this code in the other cell. I can see this. It is a float.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So here, if I am executing the last line, what it is having, it will try to get executed. When I give this in the same cell, the last line, what it is having, it will get executed. Okay. So now, ma'am, I want the same thing to be present in the single cell, but both should be executed. How it is possible? You will be asking me the question. For that, there is a way we can print the output. We can print the output. If you are giving this inside the print function, it will execute both the things. It will show or it will display both the output when we are running this cell. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Till this
Yes,
part is
ma'am.
clear.
Previously, we have just written the statement, it was executed and take the output from the last line. But when we want to display all the outputs, we have to put it inside the print statement. What is the print statement will do? It will display whatever inside the function, it will display that out. Okay, right. Any questions? Anybody who's not able to understand until now?
Yeah, because into float, can you
Hmm.
please repeat it? In integer, okay, float is okay, but
Okay.
converting integer to float.
Yeah.
This
So
one,
what
once.
we are doing here, okay, I will remove this. It will make you to understand in a complex way. So what we are doing is, at first we are declaring the variable a and giving the value as 1. And we are checking the
Yes.
type, it is saying an integer. When I am
Hmm.
going to convert this integer to float, I have to use in front of a, I want to convert that as a float. A is actually the integer type. I'm going to convert that as a float. I can mention inside the float the variable a. The a value is 1. The integer is now going to convert it into float. I'm storing that in the another variable and printing the actual type, whether it has been converted or not. I'm checking it. Yes, it has been converted so that it is showing float.
Okay. But still the value remains integer only, right?
For
I mean,
A,
one.
it remains an integer. Okay. If I want to make this as a A, okay. Now I can also make it as A itself. You can see now it is a float. When I run this, okay, I'm going to comment this. I'm going to comment that A equal to 1. Now, if I'm running this, you can see here it is also showing a float. After this typecasting, I'm running this cell. Now it is showing a float.
Right. Right.
Got it?
Yeah. Right. Got it. Yes.
Not to confuse, I have created a new variable. Okay.
Right.
Everybody clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Right. So shall we continue with the next step? What we are going to do, we can also do it that for the float to integer, integer to float. So what when I convert this to the integer, what is the value I will get? Whether 1.5 or 2? Shall we check?
2.
2.
Yes.
It is giving 1.
One.
Okay. For converting that to the next value, we have the special function. Anyhow, we will be learning that functions later. I will just give some hint about that. Okay. Instead of if I am giving integer, if I am giving that value as a seal, okay. This is the command available in math package. Mathematics is a package in Python. It is a built-in package. We have to use that package using the command called import math. When I give this command, this will give me the function called seal. Now this will create a output 2. Previously it was 1, right? Now it was showing me 2. Okay. So don't worry if you are not understanding this step now, don't worry. But at least if you are understanding the previous thing, what actually happening, we are converting the float value to integer value directly by giving the integer function. It was only taking the first value, that is the integer value. 0.5 it is not taking out. Okay.
Right.
Even we are giving a 8 also, it will take only the first value 1. Okay.
Right.
So to round off our seal or floor function, we have a mathematical packages that we will see later. Okay. Right. Now we will focus on the string data type. Okay. So what is the string data type? As I mentioned, string is a text type of data, right? String is a text type of. We are going to see that. We have seen the print statement. What is the use of print statement? Inside the print, whenever you are typing something, okay, whenever you are typing something, okay, skills, okay, I'm typing this word. What happened? It will try to display the word, right? So now I want to declare that text to some variable. Like previously we did for our new numbers, I'm going to use this text for this variable. Okay. So now you can see there is a red mark here. Why? Can anybody tell? We have declared,
Yes, case sensitive.
yes, case sensitive. We can see yes. I'm using yes.
Quotations required, I think.
Sorry.
Space required, I think.
So it requires a quotation. Okay, either it may be a single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. It needs a quotes. When you are declaring any data as a text data, that data should be inside the quotation mark. Okay, it should not be like normal numbers or any other data type. It should be inside the quotation mark. If you are forget to give that, it will throw you the error. Okay. Now this will be act like a string data type. We can check the data type by using the type function. You can say it is a str, means string. Is it clear?
Yes.
Everybody, any question on this?
Ma'am, can you explain from point 25 where it is after skills review you print? What
Yes.
after that you did? Can you just explain one more time?
Yeah, what I did here, just using a print statement, I have given something in a double quotes, it is printing. Okay.
Okay.
So if I am giving that as to the variable and I am trying to check the type, it was saying it is a string data type. Now even you can also use this print statement to check it, the type of this. Okay. Anything is possible. But whenever you are using a quotation, that will be considered as a string, I'm saying. Either it may be a single quotes or a double quotes. You want to display the string, you can display it with the help of a quotation only. Okay. So here we are declaring this string to the variable and then we are printing it. Instead of type, I will also try to print it here, print A. The same output I will get. Whatever you got from here, the same output. Here we are printing directly. Here we are saving as a variable and printing it.
Ma'am,
Is it
what
clear?
happens when you click on type versus print? So
Mm.
type gives you the data type, if I'm understanding it correctly.
Exactly. The type gives the data type. Like previously I have said you, type is nothing but it is giving us a data type. It is not going to give us the output. If you want to display the output, you have to print what inside
Okay.
this A. A is contains something. I want to display that. Then I can use print. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we used to call this print as a input output statement. Okay, I will give you some clarity. Input output operation. Then we will move on to the string. Okay, there is two operation in Python. One is input function, another one is a print function. Input function is for input, print function is for output. Got it? There is
Yes, ma'am.
one is input. Input function is for setting an input. Print function is for displaying an output. Everybody understood? Now we'll see one expression of it. Okay, now I'm giving an input. Okay, so I will ask enter your name. Enter your name. Now, what is your name? It will ask me. I have to enter my name. If I run this cell, what I will get? I can display it using a print statement, right? First line is what? Input. Second line is output. In first line, user is giving their name. Second line, they are displaying their name. Are you able to understand? See,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
example, you are going to fill up a application form. There you will be having some input fields, right? You will be entering your details and then you will be submitting it. That is your display output, right? Here also we are having this input. It will take the output from the user, input from the user, and display that after completing the input part, it will go to the output part. If I run this cell, I hope everybody is following me and executing the same thing. What it is asking?
Enter your name.
Enter your name. I'm just entering my name. Okay. After entering, if I press enter, what happens? What is the next line? Print.
Cell.
Now it will display my name. Are you able to understand?
But it is showing the cell has not been executed to avoid kernel deadlock. As there is another pending input.
Sorry. You
Okay,
have not
just
given any input means, for example, I'm giving an input here, entering here, and displaying the output in the next line. How many of you getting the same output? And whomever is facing an issue, just tell me, I will guide you.
it is showing unsupported operand types. for int and str.
INT and STR.
Okay, maybe I
Okay,
didn't do.
just share your screen, Rupesh. We'll see.
Yeah, once again. No, I didn't do that. Once again. I'm
Okay. Others, you are able to get it this output.
Ma'am, how did you get your name after enter your name?
Yeah, I'm displaying the print statement. Okay, so still you are able to not understand. Instead of directly printing my name, I can just give inside the double quotes this blank lines. Okay, I'm just printing this blank line. Then if I am running this cell, it is asking my name. After entering my name, see the line is getting printed and then my name is getting printed. Everybody following with me? Let me just give it this thing in the chat box. Copy paste in
Yes.
your editor. Copy paste in your editor. Whether it is working fine for you or you are facing an issue, please tell me. Okay, and
It's working for me.
okay, Rupesh, you are sharing your screen. Okay, fine.
Yes,
It
sure.
give the name print, enter your name, Rupesh, and here you are giving input function, right? Okay. Rupesh, run the cell again. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of just giving space, Rupesh,
Mm.
just run this entire cell.
One second. Input.
You can copy from the chat also.
Okay. So that's a different screen.
Uh, Ma'am, I have small question.
Yes, Mohammed.
Yeah, like if I want, like after entering my name, it should come like your name is, then whatever name we
Yeah,
entered should
instead of
come.
that blank
Okay.
line, you can just add your
Okay.
name is like that also. Inside the double
Okay.
quote,
Can't
whatever
we
the
do it
prompt.
by default, like whatever input we gave,
Okay. Now it's
your name is should come automatically, then this, I mean, the value should come. Is it possible?
Sorry, I'm not getting you, Mohammed. Sorry.
Like, for example, if we enter our name, in
Mm.
the result it should come your name is, I mean, that value, then I mean the name
Yeah,
should
that
come,
will
so
come.
your name
Yeah,
is, this will come. Can we make it like through the code instead of
yeah.
typing?
Yes, yes. We will do that. Like
Yeah,
because now Rupesh is asking a doubt. I just connected here. I will show you
yeah,
that.
yeah, okay.
Okay, 1 minute. Rupesh,
yes,
your problem solved right now.
yes.
I don't know
But
what is the issue for you. I don't know previously
uh,
what might be the problem for you. Even your code also looks good only. Mm, maybe I've given a space here. When you are typing an input, did you given any space before?
no, no, because after name there is a space, and that means input.
Okay, that is like A equal to something you have typed, na? That is
Okay.
equal or minus.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have typed minus, right? Instead of assignment operator, equal.
Okay.
Okay,
So
that is the error you're getting. Okay,
yes. Thank you.
yes. That should be a equal sign. Okay, assignment operator. Okay,
Yeah.
now shall we continue? Others, you are getting the same output?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, I think Mohammed is asking what you want to do. Instead of just printing my name, I want to use this prompt to should be come before my name. Okay. Your name is like that, it should display. Okay. Now I am trying to do the same. And after that, I'm just giving a comma before that A. What I'm doing, I'm giving the prompt within the double quotes. That prompt is like string. It is a string within the double quotes. We are writing that string. When we are executing this, what happened? It will print this line first. Your name is space and then my name, Usha will come. Okay, if I run this, whatever the name I'm giving here, It will take that as an input and print that as a output. Mohammed, your doubt is clear, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now everybody understand what is the input, what is an output?
Yes.
Still anybody is having a challenge to understand this, please tell me. I will try to explain in different way also for you. So each one of your doubts will give you some idea to other person. Okay. Don't hesitate to ask a question in the session. Okay. So everybody have a chance to take a opportunity to ask a question. Okay. You can raise your questions here and I will try to help you on that. Even everybody can get a chance to understand what actually in-depth concept about what we are discussing. Okay. Shall we continue?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
can I share the screen just to check one thing if I'm having any mistake?
Yes, sure, Siddharth. You can.
Share screen. Ma'am, where we have the option of sharing this. Okay.
Middle.
Siddharth, are you
Yes,
here?
yes, I'm. Yes, I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Ma'am, please let me know if it's visible.
Yeah, it's visible now. So your name you have given, right? Oh, okay. Inside the input, you have already set a name input Siddharth. Just remove that. You can just prompt it like enter your name. Instead of Siddharth, you can make it that enter your name. That would be the best prompt. Okay. Because
So instead of
machine
my name, what I have to enter?
enter your name. You just give the prompt question, asking a question. Enter your name. It's a kind of user prompt, na? We are asking the user to enter their name. Just type it
Mm,
inside that input,
okay.
enter your name.
Here, ma'am.
No,
No.
not, don't type your name here. You can just give the words I'm saying, right? What is the word? Enter. Just type the word enter.
Okay.
Okay, within the quotation. The
Oh,
previous
I'm
one
so
you
sorry.
did, na, that is correct. The previous cell you have did, na, enter your name. A
Okay,
equal
okay,
to,
okay.
that is what I am asking you to do.
Enter.
Your space name. Okay. Now you can run your cell. It is already in the running state. What you can do, you can stop it by clicking on the, after the run icon, there is a interrupt button. Click on that. Okay, now you can run it again. Click on the run icon or shift enter. So now it is asking your name, right? You can type your name in this input box.
Okay, ma'am, I got it.
Right. Fine. Others, I hope everybody is clear on this point, right? Shall we continue next?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now you understood what is the string, and now tell me, I want to check the type of A. What is the type of A now? Anybody can tell? What is the type of A now? Let us give it.
Your name, ma'am.
It's a string.
Type A is your name string.
Type A is a string, right?
It's a string.
Yes.
Yes. Now I will also try to copy the same code. Now this time I'm going to give a ID. Okay, instead of A, I'm going to give enter your name, enter your ID. I'm just giving a ID. Okay. Now the ID going to be my output. Okay. Your ID is, it should print your ID is. You can copy paste. Okay. Whatever the cell you have created, that same code you can copy paste below. Just change instead of name, ID. Now we can run the cell. Okay. The same variable. I'm not changing anything. This time I'm going to give my ID is 1001. My ID number is 1001. Okay. So this is my ID number. When I click enter, what is the output I'm getting? Your ID is 1001. Now tell me what is the type of A?
Integer.
Integer. Are you sure? It is again a string, guys. It is again a string. Why it is again a string means because in input, whatever we are giving as an input, that will be considered as a string itself. It will not consider as any other data type. If you want to convert what I mentioned earlier, you need to do the typecasting. I can do the typecasting either by adding an int before the input function. I can add int before the input function. Now if I run, now I'm giving the same number 1001 as my ID. If I click on this type A and running this cell, I can get the type as an integer. Is it clear?
So we have to put that syntax like int, then only it will be
Yes,
converted into.
converted to integer. Before that, it is simply take any type. If you give also, it will simply take as a string data type. It will not consider that particular data type. To do that, we are doing an integer in front of that, and it is going to be created as an integer. If you want that to be a float, you can give float. If you want that to be any other type, you can mention that in front of the input. Is it clear? Anybody is facing error here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, everybody able to understand, right? Now, what is a data type? What is the input function? What is the output function? How to convert a type from one type to another type? So it is clear, right?
Ma'am, my collab is executing for last 3 minutes and I'm not able to see the output when
Okay.
I click
So
on run.
in your case, please check it whether this side, the right side, you are able to see this is connected. This is connected to Python 3. Whether it is connector or it is saying connecting. If you are getting this
So I,
status connected, it will run smoothly. If it is not
yeah, it
connected,
says waiting to finish the current execution. Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend. So yeah, I don't see that tick mark sign. I see 3 dots.
yeah, means that is facing some issue in the connection. If you are getting
Okay.
connected, you will get this right tick button. So then you will able to run the application. Since your runtime is
Okay.
not ready, so that you are facing a long time running issue. So what you can do, you can just refresh and you can click on here. You can just click on change runtime. Again, you can select this CPU, save it, then it will start connecting again.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Sometimes
thank you.
when we are having this notebook opened for long time, we didn't use this notebook for long time, the session will be broken. To bring back that session, we need to connect it again. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So shall we continue?
Yes.
Yes. Another 9 more minutes are there. Okay. I will try to give you some idea about what other input output operation we can able to perform. I'm not going to start with a string now. Let us just focus on input output operation. Now Mohammed asked me to print in front of output. I need to print your ID is, your name is, like that. Now we will have a two input. Okay, instead of A, I'm also going to have the another input that is going to enter your name. Now this time I want to print both the things. Okay, your ID is A and another output is going to be your name, right? So B is my input name, A is my input ID. Now this time I will get both the input and both the output. For A, I'm giving the ID number 1001, and for B I'm giving a name. Then finally I will get my output. Your ID is 1001, your name is Usha. Everybody getting the same thing? So now we will do the short recap. Okay, what we have seen today. We have seen how to install the Python application. We have seen the different mode of typing a Python program, that is shell mode, script mode, and notebook mode. For notebook mode, we have also installed a Jupyter notebook and opened in the browser. Okay, so using that only you are doing a program. Okay, because it is not going to have a internet issue, any connection error. Like now Pooja is facing connection error. Okay, that kind of issue will not come in the Jupyter notebook. Okay, so because of the internet. Now let us also see what is the concept we covered in Python. We covered what is command line. What is command line, guys? Anyone please tell me what is command line?
It's a single line.
What is a command line?
If you would like to add any comments beside our code, just for recognition or passing on to other programmers, we can put this as a comment.
Yes. If anybody is watching our, like anybody is seeing our code, they can easily understand what we have done in our code. So for that, the reference, we have created some comments before each and every line of our code. So that is what the comment line, right? So easy understanding for any user. So now focusing on the concepts, we have seen what is variables, what is data types, and how to create a input output function. And one data types we have seen, that is a numerical data types. And from that, we have seen three different numerical data types. One is integer, another one is a float, another one is a complex number, right? So what is a variable and what are the rules also I have said to you. So variable is nothing but the placeholder for any value to be assigned. So to assigning the value, we will be using a equal. It is not a hyphen. Please use this as a equal assignment operator. So this value is something like we used to call in programming literals. Value means literals. For value, what is the identifier we are declaring? That is a variable. Okay. And we can also assign some operations like this. We'll be seeing the operations also tomorrow, detailing what and all the operation we can able to perform with the data. So today we have seen how to create a data and how to display the output, how to take an input from the user, right? So in this data types, we covered the numbers data type. Still we are pending with other data types. We will be seeing that in the later session. Numbers, we have seen the int, float, complex. Integer is nothing but the whole number. Float is nothing but the decimal number. Complex is nothing but the real plus imaginary number. Okay, so when you want to convert from one format to another format, we have the function for that. That is from integer to float. We can convert using a float in front of integer. And to integer, float to integer, we can use the int function. To check the type of it, we can use the type function, right? So inside that, you will be passing your variable to guess what is the type of the data. For the input function, we have input function itself. For output operation, we have the print function. So whenever we are entering something based on this prompt, we will be giving a string input. To typecast that, we have to use in front of the input, we have to use something like this, that is an integer. If it is an integer data, we have to mention integer. If it is a normal text data, we don't want to mention anything in front of an input. Okay, to display that as an output, we can give anything inside the double quotes. It will print as it is. But when we are separating that with the comma and we are giving the variable, it will take the value of it. Whatever inside the double quotes, it will print as it is. Whatever outside that, by separating the comma, it will print the identifier, the value of it. Is it clear? Any questions? Any doubts?
Yeah, it's clear, ma'am. A small question. you know, when we are inputting the ID, okay,
Hmm.
let's suppose the user inputs a, text. It's not a number.
Hmm.
Can we throw an error like, please enter the numerics or something like that in here?
It will throw the attribute error, kind of like it will not throw the error. Supposed to, like for example, before also it will not
Yeah.
throw any error. It took my variable, but it consider as a string itself. It doesn't consider that as a integer
Yeah.
data. Whenever I'm giving
Can
the
we add
value,
validations here?
so validation, that is what we can use that integer type. If suppose I'm using an integer here, okay. So now I cannot able to give the string type data type. Okay. Now let me stop it. I will try to run. This time what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this cell. Now I will be putting some variable. Okay. Instead of number,
Number.
I'm giving my name. Okay. I'm giving my name
Okay.
in the ID. So it will throw me the error. You can see it was
Okay.
invalid literal, means invalid value. Literal means what? Value. Invalid
Mhm.
value for integer. You have to specify only integer so that it is creating an error for it.
Can
This
we raise as a pop-up message, like a small, window
yeah, we can
showing
handle
some
that
message for the
using the
user?
exception handler. So this we can
Okay.
handle in future. We will be seeing that concept. It is an advanced concept, exception handling.
Uh,
How to
okay.
handle the exception. This is what the error we are getting. We used to say that error as an exception. How to handle
Okay.
this exception, we will see in the future. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
it's a good question. Okay, everybody understand what he was asking and what I tried to explain him? Others?
No, no, no.
No.
Question. Sorry, I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
Yeah, the question is, he was asking if you are mentioning integer here, when you are mentioning integer, your input is something like not an integer, but it is a string type. Okay, ID I'm not giving an integer. Okay, ID I'm giving yes 200 is my ID. Yes is something alphabets, right? It is not an integer. We cannot able to typecast the string into the integer. So now what happened? It will throw me the error. So he was asking how we can use some tooltip to handle this error.
That math. Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah, question is clear.
Hmm.
And the answer I didn't hear. Sorry.
The answer you are not getting it.
Yes, I didn't hear, listen that one. Can you please repeat? Answer. So we have to use
We
additional
have to
like
use
math.
the exception handler. Okay, we have to use the exception handler where we can handle. Suppose if I'm giving a wrong output. Okay, let me just give you some example. Okay, so I'm stopping this. Okay, now it is throwing some exception. Okay, let it be. Now here what I'm going to do, there is some concept like exception handler. Okay, this is a try block. Here I'm trying to divide the number with like a equal to 2 divided by 0. Okay, definitely this will throw me the error, right? Definitely this will throw me the error. So now I'm handling this exception. Instead of throwing an error, what is the error? It will print. It will not print like this much. It will directly say me what is the error. Division by 0 is not possible, right?
Yes.
So that way, even if I am giving an input here, okay, input. Okay, enter your name instead of that, enter your ID. I'm just giving enter your ID. Now here I'm just putting an integer. Okay. Now here instead of giving an input as integer, I'm just giving a s100. Now this time also I'm not getting that much error. It was saying invalid return for int with based on s100. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's how we can handle the exception. In future, suppose you are trying to learn this concept, you will understand what is try, what is except, what is this ask keyword, all these things you will be understanding. If I am saying now itself, you will be getting more confusion. Not only you, everybody in the call.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, got it?
Yes. Thanks.
So that we are starting from fundamentals. Okay. maybe tomorrow we'll be connecting in the same time, like 9 to this time. Okay, in your case, you have your own timestamp. So we'll be connecting the same time. And one more thing, make sure that you are familiarized with these tools which we introduced to today. You just open your editor. It may be a script window, it may be a shell window, anywhere. Try to repeat the same thing what you learned today. Try to repeat the same thing and apply this in the shell window, script window, and notebook also. It's kind of a practice I'm giving today for you. Okay. It's just started today. I'm just giving a basic exercise for you. Okay. So we'll let you understand the tool itself, how you can use, how you cannot use. That you can understand by doing the practice. Okay, you got it, everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you so much for connecting, and
Thank you, ma'am.
we will see you on tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night, ma'am. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching the video. Our knowledge partners, certification alliances and curriculum creators are: join our popular courses and get an immersive learning experience as we proudly serve as a global trailblazing training solutions provider, dealing with grinding a revolution in upskilling by offering comprehensive and specialized training programs. Following are our services: instructor-led virtual training, on-site training, corporate training, exclusive and individual training, self-paced training, classroom training, customized training, campus training. To know more about our courses, visit our website. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the video.